Hello everyone. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing very good. You're doing great. You're doing wonderful. And this is Shruti from People's Overseas and welcome to the fourth video in the series of Know Your IELTS. Now this video is about speaking. You have given your listening test, you have given your reading, you have given your writing. Now it is turn for the speaking test. Now let's begin on giving a basic information about speaking. The speaking test is divided into three parts. The first one is self-introduction. The examiner is going to ask you about your introduction, or he may tell you, please tell me something about yourself, where you have to give all general information about yourself as if you're introducing yourself to someone. You have to say your name, your qualification, your education background. If you are a working professional, what is the field of your work or what work you are doing, and also a little bit about your hobbies, and yeah, that's it. The examiner may or may not ask you 4 or 5 questions just related to the introduction, and these are very basic questions. There is nothing to worry about, there is nothing to get tensed about in this. So the first round is self-introduction. Now moving on to the second round. The second round is a cue card round. Now what is a cue card round? Cue card is basically, there would be a general statement or a question given, and there would be 4 to 5 points given below it. You will be allotted 2 minutes of time to speak for it and 1 minute of time to refer to the question or the cue card, and you will be provided with a rough paper and a pencil, and you, in that 1 minute, you have to refer to the question, your cue card, and then you have to write the points about it, okay, so that you could use the points when you're speaking for 2 minutes. The minimum you have to speak for 2 minutes, and it could be more than 2 minutes and a few seconds, like 15-20 seconds, 2 minutes 20 seconds, 2 minutes 30 seconds. The exam, another question is, how will you know when your 2 minutes are over? You will yourself know, because the examiner is going to stop you. He has lots of students to take exams of, so he is going to stop you after 2 minutes. So you need not worry whether about the timings, or to keep a tab on the time when your 2 minutes is over. And I am being honest, you will not be able to take your mind towards that, because you would be so focused in what you are speaking. So let's take an example of in cue card. Supposedly the general question is, lots of people nowadays like to travel. This is the general question, okay. Then the bullets points or the questions would be, where do people in your country travel to? What are the favorite destination in your country to travel? How do people in your country prefer to travel? Have you ever traveled? Then yeah, just basic questions like that about it. So these are the cue card questions, are all related to very basic day-to-day general life, day-to-day social life. There is nothing to worry about. They are going to ask you about weather, they are going to ask you about holidays destination, they are going to ask you about an office hour timings, and just very regular, the things which you have, or situations which you have faced or been in your day-to-day life, like traveling. Why do people travel by car or by bus? Which is the best mode of transport, public or private? So these are just some basic questions. You would definitely will be able to speak about it. Now the third round is a follow-up round. Here about 5 to 6 questions will be asked related to the topic of your cue card. Supposedly the topic of cue card is holidays. So for 4 or 5 questions about holidays will be asked to you, and you have to give answers in 1 to 2 sentences. If the topic is about studies, then the follow-up questions would be about studies. If the topic is about social media, then the follow-up questions would be about social media. So yes, the follow-up questions would be same as the topic of your cue card. So the entire test of speaking will take around 11 to 14 minutes of time, not more than that. The entire speaking would be recorded, yes, from the time you enter and from the time you give your introduction, from that moment till the examiner is satisfied and gives you a go. From that till that time the entire speaking will be recorded. So in case if you want to challenge it later on, that can be done too. So now, what are you going to be judged on when you're speaking? The first and the very important thing: how confident you are, how fluent you are. They are basically judging you that whether or not you are using English as your primary language in your day-to-day life. If yes, then there is nothing to worry about. If you are practicing it, if you're speaking in English with every day, surrounding with people surrounding you, then there is nothing you need to worry about, because then you are going to be confident. You know the language as your mother tongue, you are going to be fluent in it. Definitely they are also going to check vocabulary. For that, reading is very important. The more you read, the better understanding of any topic would be there. Your vocabulary will be enhanced. You would be able to better present yourself. So yes, reading is very important. Um, and I would suggest that you take around 3 to 4 speaking tests per day. There are various materials available, and you can go on internet, search those materials, and yes, you have to give about 2 to 3 tests. And most importantly, keep talking in English. Use it as your primary language. If you're doing that, then there is nothing to worry about, absolutely nothing, and you would be definitely doing great in your exam, in your speaking test. I hope this was insightful and you were able to know your speaking module of IELTS. Do let me know if you have any doubts in the comment section, and I would be very happy to sort them. If you have liked the videos, press that thumbs up and do subscribe to People's Overseas channel. This is Shruti bidding you bye bye. Have a good day. Thank you.